Mr. Boo.
Hey everybody on YouTube, it is I, Mr. Boo, Entertainment Guru, and I'm here to talk about a serious situation, at least in my book. Has WWE 2K24, has 2K lost their mind? Have they just lost it? I mean, I'm talking about this, the whole movement here, hashtag freestatus. What's the status, or what's the status? If you don't know, if you're not into the world of wrestling or World Wrestling Entertainment or play any of the video games from 2K Interactive, he is a community content creator for WWE 2K24. He's been a WWE 2K content creator for some time now, I believe, like 23, 24. I've been downloading his stuff in community creations. He makes belts. He does alternate attires. He brings back older versions of people, newer versions of people. He basically, if I have to say it, is doing 2K's job for them, doing WWE's job for them, because I think as much as like WWE is growing and is getting better, I don't think they have a handle on working with this gaming company and being like, hey, we need to do some free packs or some paid packs or some My Faction packs where we're bringing up-to-date rosters, we're bringing more versions of Legends in, and we're keeping the game fresh and we're keeping it going. This is what the community creations is for. Now, they banned him. This is the ban. Okay, like reading this, he doesn't do any of that. Okay, they banned a man who is single-handedly probably fueling sales and keeping the game fresh and doing your jobs for you. You might as well have just hired him, paid him probably less than you pay anyone else. He'd probably be happy to be part of the 2K team, and he's doing better than you. I mean, is that the thing? Was he doing too good? Was he too above your level of expertise? Was he better than you, so you had to erase him from the community altogether? Like, he's banned, all his content is down. I believe he made the new tag team titles recently. He did the WrestleMania attires for like Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest. He had a really good Goldberg. He did Asuka's like weird, creepy makeup from WrestleMania. Keeping the game fresh should not be a crime. Keeping the game fresh does not break that user agreement that they said he broke. I'm very passionate about this because I just lost the one person I download my community creations from, my wrestlers, my titles, everything. And I don't know if I have speculation, but I'll get into that in just one moment. The man was doing their job for him, okay? Keeping sales up, keeping the game fresh. And it was allowed. He wasn't putting up anything foul like language or 18 plus content like the boobies or the butts or all this half-naked anime stuff. Like, there are people that do constantly. Like, I want to do WWE 2K24 content, but I always, every time I'm playing, I'm on community creations, and I just don't feel like editing out something on a game rated T for teen that is M for mature every time I'm like, oh, we're going to check community creations. Because they're still there. They're not banned. They're not banned at all. So, hashtag free status, right? Why did he get banned? And these are my speculations. For one, just being a complete jerk about it. Maybe someone was butthurt he was doing a better job than you. And two, another speculation is that, and probably, you know, this speculation is out there. I got it from another YouTuber, that they are going to really start cracking down on community creations, because maybe they are going to do what AEW Fight Forever does and do free updates, free roster updates, free attire updates, paid attire updates, my faction updates, whatever, in 2K25, but what does that hurt 2K24? It doesn't. It doesn't. You're only going to come out with another game next year. We've paid our money, $70 to $120 for this game. Just update it. Don't get mad at someone doing your job. And what does it matter if you're doing that next year? Maybe come out with another clause that we have to sign next year. We pay this money. We want an up-to-date, fresh title every time we log on. There are some people that want it to be so realistic. That's me. That I want the new titles. I want the new looks. I want to keep my universe mode up to date. I want to experience live roster updates, and that's pretty much what, you know, what's the status he did for us. That's what he did for us, for all of us. And another speculation, I think this is my third one now, and, you know, probably getting a little closer to the source here. He uploaded and brought out a bunch of people, including Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Don't cancel me for saying that name, please. I think basically 2K canceled him. He uploaded the in-game models that were still in there. Like, 2K didn't take them all the way out, of Vincent Kennedy McMahon, Vince McMahon, and 2 versions of Brock Lesnar, but he did refuse to do 2024's Brock Lesnar, bearded Brock. Refused to even create one. So I'm not sure if it was because he did release stuff that they were trying to hide and keep in there, because other people have done it too, and they're not banned. I went on and looked. There are other people who can mod and pull things out of PCs, and it's shared between PC and console. So that's going to be the next point that I make, number 4. But let me just reiterate. He's not the only one. For one, he's not putting up anything raunchy or wrong. There is 18 plus content. Do you know how many times I'm sitting there playing the game and I go to download something, an image, or I go search all and an image pops up? I have a kid. I have a daughter who comes in and out of her room. Sometimes I'm searching for something as harmless as an image to use as a wrestler image. And if they've ever been caught naked, well, they're uploaded. I'm not even kidding. And it doesn't stop there. I've seen, usually you're like, oh, it's just teenage boys or blah blah blah. No, yeah, you get a lot of the naked women uploaded, and that's probably teenage boys. But I've seen men too. I've seen a peen. I've you know. Then there's the Attitude Era pictures of like Shawn Michaels and that. Nothing's showing, but he's naked with a belt on him. Or Randy Orton with just a towel hanging there. Like, this is a T for teen game. And if WWE right now, at least at the time the game came out, before The Rock started dropping all the F-bombs, and they started letting the red stuff flow, has been rated PG. Okay, so where are their bans? Where are they? Where do they sit at in all of this? As well as the other people who put up Vince McMahon and Brock Lesnar and pulled out other hidden content from your game, like wrestlers who were fired, and they pulled out their Trons and their screens, or the ones that pulled your soundtrack out and put it up there for everyone to use in their entrances, because apparently you're too cheap to pay the copyrights to let anyone use any of that really cool soundtrack. Well, not this year. This year's soundtrack sucks. Sorry, Post. Sorry, Mr. Malone, but this soundtrack... Dude, I can't get behind the soundtrack at all. But my thing is, we should be able to use anything and everything that is in the game. And I'm just ranting on now, but where are their bans? Why are we not hearing more about bans? Or are you making an example and starting with what's the status? And that brings me to my 4th point before I end this video. Okay. What's the status? Probably more or less got banned, and they could have said it any other way than this little thing here. I'm going to put it back up there again, because he didn't do inappropriate content. What I think it was, when it comes down to gaming and licensing and everything like that, and then I can come up with a kind of a reasonable way around fixing this without banning someone from what they do best, what they've done for years, which is a community creation. Like, hire him, he's good. 2K, come on now, make it up to him. Number 4, my fourth speculation, and probably the one that's reigns true. There are things that they wanted hidden, like Vince McMahon, Brock Lesnar. They didn't want anything in their game to taint their image behind the scandals and the allegations. Okay, like I said, there's other people that have done that. So let's move on to the next thing. What's the status is really good at pulling those things out. Okay, he's making things for people like Big Papa Pump and a Robert Roode with long hair, or Seth Rollins before he was Seth freaking Rollins, and etc., etc., etc. But none of that's really bad because those people are in the game. What I think it is that he is pulling things like Tron's music. Like I said, he's not the only one though. I feel like they think, or they feel in some way, that is modding, and apparently you're not allowed to mod, but it's on PC, so they can do that. But I think where it comes down to the user agreement is he shared the PC mods with the community, and that reached consoles. Now, it's weird, and there's a little loophole in there, and it's a little insane if that is why, because you allow that. You were like, oh, it's cross-platform community creations. But my thing is, he did this for the last 2 years. I had 2022. I had 2023. I had what's the status stuff all over my creations. What changed? What's new? What's different? Like, I just don't understand. Like, I know there are people coming out with paid DLC that I paid for because I bought the WrestleMania edition that I have right now from What's the Status that I'm just waiting for the actual release so that I can just use them now, and then I'm going to erase his and use the one I paid for. He didn't lose out any money. Or is it the fact that he is creating things, or he is pulling things out, which he's not the only one? Are you afraid that getting closer to your release date of like CM Punk and your first pack, that people are going to be able to do something to where people who didn't pay get it? I don't know. 2K, you got some answers, because when this happened, when this came to light, when he shared it on X, he is trending. Hashtag free status has been trending #1 in Canada and USA. Like, Canada and the United States, #1 trend, hashtag free status. Like, I don't even know. Like, I was going to go in and get the new belts that he created and everything. I've been busy with YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, my job, losing my job, finding a new job. I haven't really sat down and played my 2K24 in a while, and I miss it. I'm off this weekend for my birthday, which, by the way, my birthday is Friday. Can we get to 100 subscribers? We're at 89. We're not that far away. We're like 11 people away. Come on, people. Let's throw that up and remind people, subscribe. But anyway, closing note, 2K24 has lost their freaking mind. I don't see that What's the Status did anything wrong ever. Go after the people that are putting porn on your site, okay? Put up people that are putting 18 plus content on your site, or language everywhere on your community creations. Actually get a group of people dedicated to community creations to watch your servers and put out rightful bans. And on that note, hire What's the Status for this team. Have him work on content that could be free or purchasable or in my faction unlockable in all the game modes now that you're doing that. Don't ban someone because they're good at what they do. Don't ban someone because they're helping you sell copies and helping keep your game up to date. AEW Fight Forever, terrible, terrible game. Sorry guys, it really is. But dude, it's constantly up. It's constantly up to date. Constantly. Attires, everything. So on that note, again, hashtag free status. Get him back on there. I don't know what he would do at this point unless they could somehow upload all of his stuff again, because that's got to be tedious, especially the Asuka makeup, things like that. The man's awesome. The man dedicated his time to helping 2K stay relevant, stay up to date for 3, possibly more than 3 years now, however long Community Creations has been going. And like I said, Community Creations has been open platform for at least the last 2 or 3 years. So is it that it's PC and you think it's mods and he's sharing them to console? Hey, make it just console to console again. Make it, you know, console and console can have each other and PC can have each other. I don't know, but 2K, you did wrong. Okay, WWE, 2K, all of you involved in the World Wrestling Entertainment and in this video game, you did wrong. So let's fix it. Let's figure something out. This permanent ban, you could take it away. You're the company that threw it out to him anyway. And on that, my final note is hashtag free status. I'm gonna get to work. And as always, I'm Mr. Boo Entertainment Guru. And if you smell what I'm cooking in this video, comment down below on what you think. This is terrible. This is a step back for gaming everywhere when it comes to creations, especially shareable community creations. So, Mr. Boo Entertainment Guru, and I'm out.